Hey, what's going on, guys? This is your host, Jay, and this is live from Inside Out. Thank you guys so much for joining. I do appreciate it. As promised and as advertised here few weeks ago, I told you guys I was going to do a story on a possible retaliatory event slash hate crime, whatever you want to call it, inside of one of my prisons here in Washington State. All right. So I got the green light to do so, as you guys can see. And as you guys saw at the title, it is a developing story. So things can change as I sit here and talk to you, or weeks from now things can change. Right? If you guys know how this works. So I'm going to get into the details of what's going on with this event. Now, if you're not following me here, real quick before I get into the details of this breaking news slash developing story, what I need you guys to do is follow me on Twitter, which if you guys don't have the link to Twitter, for some reason I couldn't get it up on this live feed, so I'm having a little bit of technical difficulties on that. But I do belong to Twitter. If you want my Twitter information or link or something of that nature, email me right now and I'll send it to you that way. That way you can follow me on Twitter with this news and also right here on this YouTube channel of mine. All right, so let me know if you want that, and then we can go from there. All right. Plus, if you're new here and you like this type of content and you want to support what I'm doing, by all means do so. All right. But hands down, which helps my channel out a lot, is go over there and hit that subscribe button and make sure you guys turn on that notification bell. That way, you get notified every single time I go live or upload a new video right here on this channel. All right. And after you get done doing that, go down there and hit and smash that like button, guys. That way it gets me more out there, and it helps the YouTube community to know what you like and what you don't like, and for so forth and that nature. Plus, on top of that, guys, go over there and hit that share button. Share this video with all your other activist groups, friends, and family members that want to continue to help spread awareness of what's going on inside of our prisons here, not only in my state, but in all 50 states here in the United States. All right. Those three things help me out. Plus, it's free. It won't cost you a damn dime to help support me and this cause. All right. So as you guys see in the title portion of this video, I got an event that has been taking place. It's I don't want to say it's old news, but it's a developing story as I speak, as I sit here and talk to you guys. My locked up loved one here in a prison in Monroe, Washington. All right. Monroe, Washington is being accused of a pretty heinous crime. Before I get into the crime related issue, I want you to know right off the top that there is no evidence to make this said charge stick. All right. So if you want to know what's going on and how this whole thing works, chime in here at the live chat. Let me know who you are, where you're at, so we can, chat and go from there. All right. If you've got questions, comments, concerns, let me know, and we can figure out that as we go along here. According to my screen, I got one person watching right now. So I'll wait till you guys get in here. I understand it's Friday and some of you are still at work. Some of you are probably driving in rush hour traffic just to get home. If you're doing any of those, make sure you drive safe and get home without any problems. All right. So give me a thumbs up real quick if you can hear me. That way I know the stream's being connected good and the sound's working good. All right. Whoever that person is watching me, get in and let me know what's up. And if you want to help me out and support this situation, please let me know. And I also want to know if there's anybody going to be in this live feed that has animal experience or is an experience dealing with animals, or what's even better, I need somebody that is like got veterinarian experience. All right. If somebody has those qualifications or those skills, get a hold of me right now and let's talk. I got some questions and whatnot to ask you guys on that level. All right. So I'm hoping everybody can hear me. like I said, this is live. Anything can happen. So I got the story from my locked up loved one, or better known, the horse's mouth. And to make this story not so dragged out, I'm going to get down to the meat and potatoes of what's going on here. My locked up loved one is being accused of animal cruelty / possible sexual abuse in nature, all rolled into one charge. Okay, you heard me correctly on that. I'm going to show you real quick of the said animal that is being brought into the picture here. All right, so bear with me. I'm going to show you this picture. It's a ghetto way of doing it, but it works. Okay, so bear with me. I want to show you this picture. It's very sad, actually, to be honest with you, and I'm hoping all of you out there can help her and me get this taken care of. All right. Come on. All right. I got the picture. This is my locked up loved one, and you can see what she's holding. That's my locked up loved one. That is the animal that is in the mix of this mess. That's my locked up loved one right there. The bunny's name is Junior. It's a wild bunny that roamed into the prison yard. And a lot of the locked up loved ones were becoming friends with these bunnies. Yes, you heard me correctly on that. These bunnies would roam into the prison yard when the individuals would have yard and go out and pet them, hold them, feed them. I know what you're thinking. They're a wild bunny. Why would they even come up to a complete stranger? But for whatever reason, they do. Okay. So I think you guys know where I'm going with you on this. My locked up loved one would pick out this one that you saw a few minutes ago. This bunny's name is called Junior. All right. And my locked up loved one would feed it and take care of it. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with taking care of a bunny. 2 head honchos, lieutenant and another individual, gave the green light and permission to do this. Okay. So what we're dealing with now is one D.O.C. officer. All right. I believe without any doubt, because there's nothing else that adds up, I believe without any shadow of doubt, ladies and gentlemen, that this is a retaliatory / hate crime or hate event against my locked up loved one. So let me go ahead and give you a little bit of insight of who my locked up loved one is. She's a transgender female, or I'm sorry, transgender male turning into a female. All right. So she's transgender. She belongs to a bunch of organizations. One of them is Black and Pink, which I'm connected to. So if there's anybody here that belongs to Black and Pink, I say what's up, and thank you guys so much for contacting me and helping me out with this current situation. Much love and respect to Black and Pink. Also, other organizations, other activists are on top of this. She belongs to a lot of the LGBTQ outfits. So she's well known, and she's a big time litigator. She's been litigating now for years. So in other words, she's a jailhouse lawyer, and she's very good at doing what she's doing. All right. So with all that said, let me go ahead and give you guys some insight on what's going on. Again, like you guys were told just a few minutes ago, my locked up loved one's being accused of animal abuse with sexual intent. But again, keep in mind, there's no evidence. But here's the key thing that I'm talking about DOC now. Here's the key thing. They did not investigate or take the rabbit in to a veterinary hospital to get it checked out to see if this is actually what happened. There is no evidence whatsoever pertaining this said event. And I'm not going to try to get all, too gross here, but we're talking about finger penetration in the anal canal of this said rabbit. That's what we're talking about here. Not just one finger, but two. And as you guys saw in the picture, I'll show it again. This was taken pretty much right after the event took place, maybe a week or so after. This is the rabbit that they're saying that she abused. I hope you guys can see that. She's wearing gloves. You can see the gloves. Okay. There was no evidence of any type of evidence on the gloves, no evidence around the bunny or on the bunny. Pictures were taken and video surveillance was also obtained. Now, keep in mind, this said video evidence is grainy. Fancy that. Now, keep in mind, with today's technology, for some odd reason, they can't have the best camera footage for whatever reason. Come on, man, I don't buy it. Your cameras cannot be that outdated where that camera system made it to where it's grainy and you can't see what's going on. Basically, now that D.O.C. officer just shot himself in the foot. If you can't see any details in the video, then how can you see with a naked eye from the tower where you were located from that distance and say, oh yeah, that's exactly what she's doing? You see the stupidity and the ignorance in this? You see where I'm getting at? There is no evidence whatsoever that portrays what that officer up in the tower of all places seen. So my locked up loved one went above this officer's head and went to the lieutenant to express her feelings of what's going on here. The tower officer didn't like that. Don't dare go above that guy's head, because now we're dealing with what I believe a retaliatory event. Before I go any further, if you guys are interested and want to send your voice, if you will, out there to these people that have done this to my locked up loved one, I will give you the information to contact if you're interested, and we can go from there. Like I said, I got the green light from my locked up loved one to make a story of this and to put it out there. Hence the reason why I'm on YouTube Live right now doing that very such thing. If you guys have any questions, comments, concern on this event, put it in the chat box and we can go from there. We have a pretty sick, sad situation going on right now, guys, and we need to get the bottom of it. According to my screen, I got 3 people watching. Now it's 2. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you, again, let me know who you are by chiming in at the chat box down there, and I'll chat with you, and we can get this taken care of. If you're interested and want to help out with this situation, let me know, and I'll give you the contact information to contact the proper individuals, and we can let them know how we feel. I've already done that. Certain emails and other situations are in the works as I speak. I've already made a couple phone calls, and plus on top of that, I also went down to the Department of Corrections major headquarters in Tumwater, Washington, and spoke with an elderly woman, and she's the one that gave me all the information to contact the proper people in this matter. Yes, you heard me correctly on that. So again, I got 2 people now watching. Chime in here. Let me know who you are. Say hi. What's up? It's good to see you guys, whoever you are. So we have a breaking news event. As I told you, we have a developing story. We have animal abuse with sexual intent. I'm not a professional in any way, shape, or form when it comes to animals, but I've held my fair share of bunnies. And if you guys understand the anatomy and know the details, if you will, about a bunny's private areas. I want you guys to understand how this works. And again, if this kind of content turns your stomach and you don't want to hear any of it, then scroll away, turn it off. This is meant to be out there. I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there. You know me, I'm blunt. So if I'm offending anybody, maybe this video is not made for you. But this has got to get out. But back on topic here. A bunny's anatomy, if you can look it up, I have. It's only so big in length and inches and width and all of that. You know how small a rectum area of a small bunny is. It's going to be virtually impossible, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I can't stress this enough. It's going to be virtually scientifically impossible to insert one finger, let alone two. The irony and the discussion event boils my blood. Sorry, guys. I lose my train of thought. I'm just beyond livid with this crap that D.O.C. is doing to my locked up loved one. So I'm going to do what I can to make a shitstorm out of this. I'm going to make everything possible to let certain individuals know this is not going to fly with me or her. If D.O.C. for some reason picks up this video, watches this, here's a little message for you. You guys found the right one, and you're messing with the right one. Both of us. I'm the kind of individual that will not sit back and let this slide. I will not let this happen. So I'm going to put a request into the higher ups, whether you like it or you don't like it. And I'm going to put a request in. This request is this. Get my locked up loved one out of the hole or segregation or IMU and do a thorough investigation of this potential possible case. If there is no evidence in this case, then you need to do the right thing and drop it. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out. If there's no evidence that can back up your claim or anything of the such, then damn it, D.O.C., get your head out of your ass and drop this case. Because here's what's going to happen if this goes south. You're looking at a possible major litigation case, and the officer that's involved in this, that put the allegations against my locked up loved one, is going to be hemmed up in a lengthy ass case, litigation case, excuse me. This officer supposedly is quite old. He's been working with D.O.C. for I don't know how many years. Been there for a very, very long time. Just be known or noted that this is going to affect this officer in some way, form, or another. All right, guys, that's not a threat. That's not a promise. I'm telling you from a concerned citizen, concerned family member, that this has to stop. If you have no evidence, again, if you have no evidence that can back up your claim when it comes to animal abuse such as this, then you need to do the right thing. Grow up, get your head out of your ass and drop it. You have no idea what you're doing and who you're pushing. All right? So that's the developing story right here from our studios from Inside Out, coming from the horse's mouth, my locked up loved one, and the creator of this From Inside Out studio, Jay Lee, or better known as Jennifer Lee. And if some by chance Jennifer Lee gets to see this video, I'm rooting for you. You got my full 100% support in this matter. And I will do what I have to expose this and make a shitstorm out of this. Just know that you're not alone in this. We have, like I said, Black and Pink is involved in this. We got other organizations involved in this, including other activists, including myself. And we got family and complete other individuals from Twitter writing you to let you know that you're not alone in this mess. All right. If any of you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, I'm going to go ahead and put my email in the chat box. If you want to email me about this event, you got some information, it will be telling and fruitful for my locked up loved one. Please share it now. Anyways, here's my email. Okay. It's all one word, by the way. So as you see right there, guys, that's my email. Get a hold of me at voicesfrominsideout@gmail.com. All one word, just like you see it. All right. I got 2 people watching. Please hit and subscribe, share, and comment down below, and hit and smash that like button, guys, and let us know how you feel about what's going on here. As you guys know, the this hate crime, this retaliation, it's got to stop. It's got to stop. I'm gonna go ahead and read a little bit of the story in honor of Jay Lee, real quick. Okay, it is 26 pages long. I'm not gonna bore you guys with all of it, but as you guys know, there's very concerning stuff going on. Hey, Brown, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you, man. Yes, hate is bad, and it's everywhere, including inside the walls, and including inside DOC, and they don't stop. It's like they got their own laws and rules up there. They think they're above the law, and we gotta nip this in the butt, and I can't do it alone. So if you know anybody, if you are knowledgeable, if you have some friends, whatever that you can do to kind of help this matter, and of course give some positive feedback and whatnot towards my locked up loved one, I greatly appreciate it. But thanks for tuning in, at least watching and listening. Again, we're dealing with a possible she has not been sanctioned yet, but she is an IMU. And if you know how the IMU thing works, it's basically the whole, and her limitation of getting a hold of somebody is slim. The only thing she can do right now, guys, as you guys know, is snail mail. All right. She don't have her tablet with her. She don't get phone calls as much unless D.O.C allows it. So they're playing the game. You guys know how that is. So, but regardless of all of that, we need to nip this in the butt. And of course, I can't do this alone. So we all need to stand up against this tyranny, against this hate, against this retaliation bullshit. And we need to let people know that this is not tolerated. All right. As you guys know. So if you guys are just now tuning in, to recap real quick, we're dealing with what I believe, without any hesitation, without any doubt in my mind, we're dealing with a retaliatory hate crime situation going on here inside one of my prisons here in Washington State. We are dealing with possible animal abuse with sexual intent, according to the DOC officer. The Monroe Police Department were called on this, believe it or not, and they came out to the scene and investigated it. Now, keep in mind, according to what I have gathered, according to what I know, it sounds like to me that the Monroe Police Department have dropped that investigation. Okay? Yes, you heard me correctly on it. So if there is any evidence, why wouldn't they continue to prosecute and make this a case? Why drop it on the police department side? Now DOC's picked it up. So now the Monroe Police Department are not doing anything. They are not going to investigate this any further. They dropped it on their end, and now DOC's picked it up. You see how that works? So now DOC is going to push their narrative, push this scenario, and push until they can try to get something out of this. Now, keep in mind, this said bunny that you saw earlier in the picture there never was taken to the vet. And there are other witnesses and other individuals that were out on the R2 as well. So we got basically this. We have a D.O.C. officer against my locked up loved one. Okay. Nothing else really matters. Nothing else is going to fly. And because they didn't check out the bunny to see if there was any damage done to the bunny, we got nothing but a hearsay case. But I bet you anything, they're going to still sanction my locked up loved one. But they haven't yet. And this is what? A week old now? If not, maybe possibly 2 weeks old now. So a lot of inconsistencies, a lot of red flags and question marks are arising in this potential case. And again, if you guys are interested and you want to help out this cause, you want to help out this scenario, and you want to let my locked up loved one know that you're here to support her in this mess, please do so. There's the email. Email me, and I will give you guys all the proper information that you are requesting as fast as possible. The two people that are in here watching real quick, is there anybody else that that have any questions, comments, concerns? Put it in there. Let me know. We got to work together as a team on this. All right. I have a huge following on Twitter, just so you know. All right. If you belong to Twitter, follow me over there. I got over 2,000 followers, plus almost 3,000. And I put the ad up on Twitter to let them know I'm live on this channel. I don't know if anybody's going to go over there and check it out. Let me see real quick. I might have to go live on Twitter if this YouTube thing doesn't work for whatever reason, and go from there. But again, like I said, if you guys are interested in following me on Twitter, I'll send you my link in the email that I just gave you, and we go from there. I also belong to Instagram and a few other places. So let me know what you guys want to do. There's one person here watching now. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're gonna get this taken care of. My locked up loved one is not alone in this. If you guys again have questions, comments, concerns, let me know what they are later in the broadcast, or you guys can get a hold of me, after the broadcast, which way is easier for you. I greatly appreciate it. But I think I got the news out there. I think I got what I needed to be taken care of and done. Now, again, keep in mind, we're dealing with an animal abuse case. This is actually a felony charge. If it sticks, she's looking at more time. And she's already done 27 plus years already. Okay, she's been locked up since 1994, just so you know. And they're doing everything they can to try to keep her in there. All right, and I believe it's because she's transgendered. She's got a history. I believe this is nothing but a retaliatory event. And if I find out it is, someone's going to lose their job plus so much more. So it is what it is. This guy is an older CEO. He needs to retire. There's absolutely no excuse for this event to take place. There's no evidence, like I said, and we're dealing with nothing but it's a game. It's a game. And it's sad, but they're playing it. All right. And she's stuck right in the middle of it. All right. So I don't got anything else to basically explain. Again, we're dealing with, to recap real quick, we're dealing with a retaliatory event, I believe. We're dealing with a officer that can't stand my locked up loved one. It's obvious. There's history there. This ain't the first time that this officer has done this to her. So basically, that's what I think it is. It's just this officer can't stand her. That's all it is. Nothing more, nothing less. All right. So with that being said, if you have questions, comments, concerns, let me know at the email that I just gave you there. voicesfrominsideout@gmail.com. Again, all one word is voicesfrominsideout@gmail.com. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, watching this live video or live feed. I'll have more information as this developing story occurs right here on YouTube and on Twitter if need be. And if you're interested, please follow me there and subscribe here. That way you don't miss anything with this event. All right. With that said, I'm your host, Jay. I'll see you guys in the next video. Good night, everybody.